What's up, everybody? Welcome to Outlaw Sports with Jesse and John. As you guys can see here, it's Jonathan Neckbeard Lewis. In today's video, I will be covering a lot of recruiting for everybody out there. I try to make as many recruiting videos as humanly possible. So definitely expect to see that in the future on this channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. But today we got to talk about a big time recruit being crystalballed to the Oklahoma Sooners. Who am I talking about? Floyd Boucard. If you guys do not know who he is, you need to start looking him up. In my opinion, he was an overlooked recruit coming out of Canada, coming down to Miami for his senior season, playing, I believe, at Miami Central. But we're going to get into the specifics of this. All I'm going to say before you look him up and I give his exact details, let's go ahead and watch the interview through Rivals. And if you want to see the video, make sure to check out in the description below the link to that video. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up this interview they had with him real quick, talking about Oklahoma and what drove him there. And I keep preaching this: the family atmosphere is what's driving Brent Venables and these recruits to Norman. So let's go ahead and watch this interview.
Adam Friedman, Rivals.com, here at the South Florida Rivals camp with big-time defensive lineman Floyd Boucard. Has been really blowing up this offseason. A bunch of schools have been all over you here in the last few weeks. Which ones have done a good job just catching your attention so far?
Really Oklahoma, Miami. It's just been the schools that been tapping in on my phone every day. So it's like it's a blessing for them people to be reaching out, because people from where I'm from, it's like that's big. So me being able to do it, being down here, is just something I want to do every day. So it's like it's great for them to tap in with me.
Okay. Tell me about your interest in Oklahoma. Who do you talk to a lot over there, and what do you find so appealing about them?
Coach Todd Bates, man, that's my guy. He came personally. He came to see me first day when I first got to Miami. He came to see me, and he just offered me. But he was talking to me a week before that. He was like, "Hey, big things coming down the week. We're gonna offer you." And I was like, I can't wait. So Todd Bates and Coach Venables, that's them people I really have a great connection with. So
I said this a couple of years ago. Todd Bates was probably one of the most underrated hires coming over to the Oklahoma staff from Clemson, right? The defensive line coach. He just has that dad feeling to him. He's more than just a coach. He's a guy that's going to turn you into a man. But not only that, he knows the defensive line. The dude's probably going to be the next big defensive coordinator, in my opinion. He's a great and outstanding recruiter. As he mentioned right off the get-go, he mentions Oklahoma before he mentions Miami, and then he mentions Todd Bates before anybody else, including Brent Venables. I mean, I get it. A lot of people are going to downplay this recruit for a couple of reasons, which I'm going to get into in the specifics now, and I'll tell you why they're going to downplay it. Here's why: he's a 3-star right now, right? And look, he wasn't paid attention to a lot when he was in Canada. He come down to Miami Central for that exact reason, to get the attention he needs. He has an overall composite score rating of 0.8772, which makes him a 3-star on the verge of becoming a 4-star. He stands at 6'3", 315 pounds. Why is that important? Because once again, Brent Venables is doing what in Todd Bates? They're stacking the depth on that defensive tackle position, specifically nose tackle. That's kind of the style he plays in best. If you ask me, if you watch his film, when he's at that nose tackle position or hybrid nose tackle position, I believe that's when he's at his best, and that's how Todd Bates and Brent Venables will use him on this defense. Like I said, he is out of Miami, Florida now. He did transfer from Canada, playing for Miami Central. He was offered by Oklahoma, Alabama, USC, Miami, and a host of others, now Oregon and a bunch of others. So anybody that downplays this and says, "Oh, well, he's not that big of a recruit. He's only a 3-star." Yeah, the biggest of names are offering this guy for a reason. He is climbing the ladder extremely fast. Now let's go over his pros real quick. According to 24/7 Sports, which is where I got this, plus my own little bit of input from the film, extreme effort and doesn't slow down until whistle is blown. That is very evident when you watch the film on this. And this is a combination of me and 24/7 kind of using their terminology. Uh, the dude, his second effort gets him a lot of attention. Just because he gets initially blocked or pushed out of the play, he keeps coming. His second effort is incredible. And Brent Venables and Todd Bates will obviously love that. Does get quick. He does get out of his stance extremely fast, by the way, for how big he is. And his hand placement's pretty good. Now, he does need to improve some things. Obviously, not everybody's perfect. He's a 3-star for a reason as well. The pad level is definitely one of those. He does have good lateral quickness and shows great intensity rushing the QB and creates chaos in the backfield. Look, the intensity from the pass rush is pretty evident. 24/7 Sports puts that in there. But I think creating chaos in the backfield, to me, is the primary thing here. When I look at him, I think of Mount Cody from Alabama, but a lot smaller, obviously, and moves a little bit better. Mount Cody was so good at getting the non-stats, right? He may not have gotten you 10 sacks in a season, but what he did give you is a extreme amount of chaos in the backfield to free up the linebackers behind him to move all over the field, right? To get to the running back, to get to the quarterback, everything else you need. Like I said, it shows great intensity rushing the quarterback, though. If he gains a couple moves, he's going to be very dangerous at getting to the quarterback. Stats in his junior season: 85 tackles, 27 of those are for loss. Clearly the dude lives in the backfield. Did go 15-0 and won the 3A Alabama State Championship, and they gave up less than 10 points per game. Yeah, Floyd Boucard is going to be hell for the SEC to deal with when that dude gets into the weight room. He gets a little bit bigger, in my opinion. Claims that nose tackle position for Oklahoma. Todd Bates and Brent Venables. And yeah, good luck stopping this dude getting to the backfield. Other than that, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to also check out the Facebook group that me and JPC just created. It is the exact name of this YouTube channel, Outlaw Sports with Jesse and John. Other than that, as always, have a good day and roll tide.